Tony's a bad luck. No, never good happens with you guys around. Trample the scene, jump to conclusions. You really think all of us are like that? Me included? What was that voice? That wasn't his voice. You really think all of us are like that? Me included? Not a yes, but not a no either. All weird seal. Usually like a stem, it'd come out as pH, right? That's what I was thinking. But if it's just for show like a ring, it appears to say H9, I believe. H9. Hit 9 maybe? Somebody's hitting street? Seems unlikely. Sounds like Detective Bad might be a thing of baseball. This case, it's, well, I can't get my head around a few parts of it. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like some information about the scene of the crime. Sure, you got legs, don't you? Try using them. That's how the pros do it. Our duty's my different, detective, but we both want to get to the bottom of what happened, don't we? Well, wouldn't it be better if we worked together? The detective clearly sees himself as a strong silent type. I suppose it's also how the pros do it. I'd like your opinion on this if you don't mind. I do. If there's one thing I hate, it's small talk. Seems he only cares about things that are directly related to the incident. Seems the culprit made sure to wear gloves. Couldn't lift squat from those finger marks. Perhaps you can extrapolate something about the owner of the size of their fingers, for example. It's not that easy as it sounds. Sorry, those finger marks are pretty worthless as evidence goes. There's no need to be hasty, detective. After all, even the absence of fingerprints tells us something of interest, don't you think? You'll always have an answer for everything, don't you? I'll take that as a compliment. Yes, what a gorgeous design. Really? Seems a bit out there to me. Like, how do you get your tea in there? Art isn't about functionality, it's about form. I'll have to take your word for it, Mr. E. This art stuff's way beyond me. Yeah, but here's the thing. If you're selling a teapot, it really still does need to be able to function as a teapot. Aha! Look, there's something stamped on the bottom there. It says PH. I suppose it must be Paul Halik's pottery mark. There's his initials after all. Miss Bound said she's a big fan of his work. His initials, huh? So if I made it say EF? Perhaps you should practice by initialing your personal belongings first. Now, how do we corroborate these two things? You said the only thing that had been removed from this scene is the body? Yeah, that and a piece of cloth wrap that was wrapped in. Then something here doesn't quite add up. It don't. Take another look at the scene in front of us, Detective. A very conspicuous pool of blood that should have been here is clearly missing. You're right. Don't remember anybody who mentioned they removed the blood along with the body. Let me check with forensics. What is it, Mr. E? What did you figure out? Compare the treasure chest in the photograph to the real thing. In the picture, the solid chocolate bottom continues underneath the deceased's head. And yet, that part of the chest is now gone. The part with the blood all over it. Exactly. Did the police remove it? Or perhaps the killer? They weren't forensics. They say nobody took anything like that away. Interesting. So somebody deliberately removed the blood from the scene. Could be. I think we're about done here for now. Well, if I weren't convinced before, I am now. Tangagora did it, no 2 ways about it. What do you mean? All the rooms in this place locked from the inside. Only way to unlock them from the outside is with this key. I see, and who had access to that key? Who do you think? Tangaroa. He's the only one. There aren't any copies. With a mansion key, Tangaroa could slip into anyone else's room any time he liked. And he could even lock his own room from the outside if he wanted. But Mr. Tangaroa's room wasn't locked, was it? No, which is exactly what makes him a suspect. Would you have to explain your thinking? If the door had been locked when the body was found, Tangaroa would have been the obvious suspect, which is why deliberately didn't lock his room, and why he smashed it in the lid of the treasure chest so the body was on full display. Everyone was supposed to gather it in this room with the judging finished up. It made it look like the murder happened while he weren't there. The one thing he didn't plan on was Bear finding the body. Anyway, that's my thing of the whole thing. Good enough for you, Mr. Attorney? Do you also believe it was Mr. Tangaroa who damaged the other pieces in his room? Yep. I know you have to believe your client, and that's your job, but I'm a detective and I serve the law. And no matter how squeaky clean somebody might seem, a suspect is still a suspect. I fully understand your reasoning, Detective. Now, would you mind if I applied a little critical thinking of my own? Do your worst. As the detective won't compromise his evasions of the law, I won't compromise my beliefs either. I'm not about to just accept his version of events. In fact, I'm going to show you the piece of evidence that highlights the contradiction in his claims.
Hold it!
That's hardly solid grounds for what to base your suspicion on, Mr. Tangaroa, Detective. And that's hardly solid grounds to start shouting objections left and right on, Mr. Attorney. Maybe quit interrupting and let me finish.
Hold it!
And why would he deliberately not lock his door? Because if he'd locked it, he might as well have held up a sign saying he did it since he had the only key. But maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe he left it unlocked without meaning to. And he just happened to leave it unlocked, and so he just happened to find the body inside. Come on, kid. You never make the detective thinking like that. I don't want to be a detective, I want to be an attorney. I'd be grateful if you stopped trying to steal my apprentice. Look, there's a reason why Tangaroa left the room unlocked. and why he smashed through the treasure chest, so the body was on full display.
Hold it!
You're saying Mr. Tangrao himself deliberately smashed the treasure chest open? Yep. If he hadn't, the body would have never been found. I struggle to see how he managed to destroy his own creation while judging the contest at the same time. Exactly! And besides, there's no way he would have suspected his sweets. He eats every last crumb on Bacon Bop while dancing. It's the only way his stuff gets destroyed. This isn't about what happens on TV, kid. You know about Bacon Bop? You know about Bacon Bop, detective? I'm the only one who isn't familiar with this show. I never would have guessed. Can you sing the theme song too? Never mind that now. Focus. The point is, Tangrao was responsible for breaking that lid. Everyone was supposed to go in this room when the judge had finished up.
Hold it!
The judging began in Mr. Gusto's room, correct? Yeah. Can't wait to check his hard candy stuff out myself. In that case, how about a demonstration? Well, it's you, detective. Are you calling him a dirty dog? It's a wolf. A lone wolf. I like it. I was starting to enjoy these little displays. Anyhow, he made it look like the murder happened while he weren't there.
Hold it!
Do you have a clear idea of when exactly the murder took place? Not yet. Autopsy report's still pending. Yet you still went ahead and arrested Mr. Tangrao? We may not know when the murder happened, but we do know when the body was discovered. It was while Tangrao was judging the Gusto's room. A perfect alibi if he could set it up just right. But it's still not grounds for an arrest. Surely you have to agree with that. Do I? Especially when I've got no more to say to you. Why do I get the feeling he's hiding something? Detective Bat seems pretty convinced Mr. Tangrao is the culprit. There's no way he would have analysed his own creations. No way! Still, the treasure chest did get smashed in. There's no denying that. Perhaps we should focus more on what led to the body's discovery. Doing so should make it easier to spot the flaw in Detective Bad's theory. Focus more on what led to the body's discovery. The lid was closed until the ship collapsed.
Objection!
Objection. We established the body was hidden inside the chest, and Miss Bound only came running into his room when she heard a sound. It seemed reasonable to infer the sounds out of the chocolate boat collapsing. Sure, seems likely based on the evidence. Yet you assert it was Mr. Tangrao who had smashed into the chest? I believe this photo makes it clear it was the ship that did the smashing. had occurred only moments before Miss Bounds entered the room. It couldn't have been broken by Mr. Tangoa, who was out judging the contest at the time. I never said he did it then and there. He could have done something to the stand so it collapsed when he was in the middle of the judging. Have you any way of proving that assertion? No, but the investigation isn't over yet. There's still time. So he doesn't have anything conclusive. Have you found any prints in this room besides those of Mr. Tangaroa? Yep, on the door. But we found Tangaroa's and Frost prints there too. We were all brought here for a briefing right before we started work on our creations. Those prints are probably from then. I take it you haven't checked any of Mr. Tangaroa's works or prints yet. Why would... We know somebody tampered with them. Therefore, it's possible they left some prints behind when they did so. Fine, but if you don't find anything, your guy's still top of my list, got it? You, check all this chocolate stuff for prints now. Yes, sir, right away. Detective Bad, we finished dusting all the chocolate, and we found prints that don't belong to Mr. Tangaroa, sir. Go on, whose? Delicia Scone, sir. She's one of the contestants. Good work. You can go back to whatever you were investigating before. Yes, sir. So it seems we have a suspect besides Mr. Tangaroa. Even without your loyalty input, I still wasn't about to walk up the. I wasn't about to wrap up the investigation anyway. I'll go speak to Miss Scone, see what she has to say for herself. Delicia Scone. Mr. Gusto mentioned her too. She said she was ruthless and she'd do anything to win. This Scone lady sounds like a real suspicious character, huh, Mr. E? Yes, I think we better try to speak with her ourselves as well. Detective Bad, would you mind if we accompanied you? Babysitting is not my job. Come on! But I guess you did pick up a couple of useful clues already. Here, you want to tag along and be my guest. Thank you, Detective. You're too kind. But Detective Bad, sir. I don't think that's such a good idea. The lead prosecutor's still busy in there. It'll be fine. Me and him don't exactly see eye to eye anyhow. Who's this him? Who'd they assign the case to? Manfred von Karma. What? They gave it to von Karma? He hasn't lost a case in 25 years. Manfred von Karma, a living legend over at the prosecutor's office. We never faced one another in a courtroom, but I've heard plenty of stories. They say he'll do anything to ensure a guilty verdict. I can't let that distract me. For now, I need only continue to do what I believe is right. Wow, a candy castle! Look, there's even some little elves to go with it! Room's laid out, pretty much the same as Tangaroa's. Not as cold though, that's something. Let's see. Yeah, looks like there's a temperature control panel in here too. Over there where the orange light is, right? We better go take a closer look at it when we can. There's like a fairy tale storybook in here. And this wood cream covered construction must be the work of Miss Delicia Scone. Where is Miss Scone? Me? right over here, dearie. Just look at you lovely boys. Did you see a scone at your service? Some cheeky... Oh, she's Cockney, alright. Some cheeky blight is black and blight. It might even call me Miss Delicious. Called a lovely boy at 34. Unexpected, to say the least. Lovely boys, really? Even Mr. E? Oh, yes, dear. You, the detective over there. You're all lovely boys to me. I'm nobody's lovely boy, lady. Name's Babe. I wonder just how old she is. Finish this up so we can get out of here, Mr. Attorney. Yes, alright. Uh-oh. What's the meaning of this? Quit chit-chatting with the defense. Mr. Edgeworth, some scary guys have left the castle. Von Karma? He's Manfred von Karma? Oh, sorry, mannequins. The notorious prosecutor von Karma himself. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. von Karma. Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law. I couldn't care less what your name is. Your job's to lose to me and disappear, to never show your snivelling face again. What a thoroughly rude individual. Those piercing eyes, the furrowed brow. You're even scarier than they say. And you might want to keep such rude thoughts to yourself, Eddie. We're hoping you might permit us to carry out some brief inquiries, Mr. von Karma. Why do I wish to extend you any such courtesy? This clearly isn't going to be easy. So long as your inquiries are limited to this room, I suppose I'll allow it. Why the sudden change of heart? You, the tall fellow. Name's Bed. Is that so hard to remember? I didn't ask for your opinion. The thoughts of a lone detective do not concern me. But I do admire your spirit. Bad, see to it these worms don't step out of line. Why do I have to... I'm not offering you a choice, detective. I need to go and look over Gustav's room. Good day. Great, more babysitting. Why aren't Detective Bad and Mr. Von Karma investigating together? They don't seem to know each other very well, for they seem to be, they don't seem to know each other well enough for there to be bad blood between them. Looks like we have permission to investigate. Guess you better get to it. Indeed. I'm not sure I trust Mr. Von Karma's motives, but at least we can do that much. Hold up. I haven't even been over this room yet either. You're not messing it up before I get my chance. You have to wait till I'm done. I thought you were the lead detective. How come you didn't take a look in this room yet? Because I wasn't the first one they assigned. One of Von Karma's pets was on the job before me. Right up until just now, in fact. I got here not long before you did. I'd answer my question as to why they're working separately, I suppose. What say we look over the room together, detective? It worked out well enough before. You won't have to worry about us messing things up. You can keep an eye on us as we go. We'll call a screwball attorney as to have a detective breathing down his neck. Guess I'm stuck with you for a little while longer. Yes, you're amazing, Mr. E. You have our thanks, Detective Bad. Don't be too grateful. This is my scene. The second you get in my way, you're out of here. Of course, we understand. Now, shall I begin? What's the matter, Miss Scone? You seem a whole lot less cheerful than you were a minute ago. Is it Mr. Von Karma? Did something happen between you two?
Why, yes. Nothing happened at all.
But you just said yes.
It was a hello, yes, you silly boy. I need to see this little sugar dumpling. Remind me, what's your name again?
Oh, Eddie.
Eddie Lumpkin. Oh, you'll go far, dearie, I can tell.
Eddie Lumpkin? It seems our English gentlewoman has taken a liking to you, Eddie. No small accomplishment. You know exactly what I picture when I think of a gentlewoman, Mr. E. Never mind that now. You should ask her a few questions while we can. Can you tell us about what you did to go over the course of the contest?
Of course, dearie, let's see. It all started about 10 in the morning. That's when I was set to work. And I spent most of the time here in my room, getting everything ready, as you'd expect. And there was this lovely afternoon tea for an hour or so from around 1, I think.
Afternoon tea? It's an English tradition. A chance to drink tea, enjoy a snack, and make small talk. So, kind of like recess? I suppose you could say that.
Oh, you really know your onions, don't you, Greggy Pegleg? You're such a clever boy.
When did I become Greggy? And where is this afternoon tea served?
Out the garden, of course, there's another little one just outside. They do it the same hour every break time during the contest. They are a nice little spread, you know. Today, only me, Samson Sillypants and Moody Judy were there for it. Sammy Poo'd already finished his big creation, so he was there the whole time. Poor old Chili Rings and Gussie Pants had to miss out because they didn't finish yet, bless them.
Are you saying everybody except Mr. Frost and Mr. Gusto are present?
Oh, that's right, dear. I'll tell you the truth, I ain't finished yet either. I wouldn't have had to miss out on tea and cake served by 2 TV superstars. I went right back to work when I finished, though. Toured off while some of the others were still napping away.
At any point during the contest, did you visit any of the competitors' rooms?
No, dear, don't be silly.
That's strange. Your fingerprints were found in Mr. Tangaroa's room.
Caught red-handed.
Wait, you admit you were there?
Oh, I can't really deny it now, can I? I didn't kill their body, I swear. Well, I suppose I better tell you what really happened. Just promise you'll believe me, won't you, dear?
What exactly were you doing in Mr. Tangaroa's room?
Well, someone was, I suppose you'd call it research.
Research?
Some people's a damn man when it comes to the old sweet mate, and everyone knows that. When I noticed there was no one there, I just popped in for a quick bit of research, like I say.
What kind of research, these fingerprints?
It says reasonably fingerprints, doesn't it? After all, it's hardly research we don't have a little nibble now, is it?
You ate little pieces of them? So the traces of tampering in Mr. Tangaroa's room, that was all you?
I'm ever so sorry, sweeties. I didn't mean to make a mess. I just had to take a little bite here and there, didn't I? It wasn't poor Sammy Poo. People getting upset, so it was just the teeniest bits and pieces.
And the sandhole in the ship, you took a bite out of that too, I suppose?
Yeah, dear, of course I did.
It was you. You brought the old thing crashing down.
I'm sorry, my lovely, truly I am.
Hold on, is that why you left the afternoon tea early? Heading off for a second helping of sweets?
Lord, just please believe me, I never killed nobody, I promise.
Your actions are certainly suspicious, but that's about all we can say for now.
Oh, look at that. Don't you have the loveliest toys, Greedy Pegleg? That colour? No, it won't do. Don't put a lovely smudge of cream on it.
Please stop that. It's a cute little elf made of candy sitting on the tree stump. Huh. The whipped cream decorations around here are beginning to lose their shape. The elf seems completely fine. Strange. Are you suggesting the elf's made of something that's not above board? These must be the various tools Miss Scone used to build her castle. Buckets filled with cream, trowels, and a brush. Is she a patissier or a plasterer?
Don't go making jokes on my bench, you cheeky young devil. I don't just slap stuff on walls like a silly plasterer. I have to spread the cream out lovely and smooth. Work out all the rough patches.
That's literally exactly what a plasterer does. The 4 adorable elves and the sweetest little castle made of sweets. Is that the theme behind Miss Scone's creations, huh? Unlucky for her, things aren't quite as sweet around here as she's trying to make out. There's a blowtorch and some chemicals here. I guess it's all for cooking with. Wonder what these chemicals are. Let's take a look at the labels. Mango Down 911, Homicyanide 247. Right. They're all poisons. No, sir, they're all common colourings and flavour used in cakes and desserts. First is concentrated mango, boiled down to its purest essence, hence Mango Down. They're asking for trouble with a name like that. Now I'm curious as to what homicyanide might be. Maybe it's honey. Oh, the fake sweet scent of delicious whipped cream is in the air, like a fairy tale in real life. Yet, there he was, standing in the middle of it all with the evil look on his face. The whole experience wasted on the scary old creep. Come now, Eddie, you can't call people names like that, it's rude. Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, I'll try to be more careful. Just, it reminds me of this teacher I once had who was always super angry with me. A stern school teacher, huh? Now he mentions it, Mr. Von Karma does have the look of one. I shudder to think what it'd be like for Miles to study under him. It's an incredible piece of work. Hard to believe this whole castle made of sugar and cream. I know, right? Like we're inside a magical medieval story or something. I didn't know you were into such fantastical things. Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, I didn't mean to get so carried away there. No need to apologise, I admire your enthusiasm. I sometimes wish my own son were as animated as you. You have a son, Mr. E? I do. He's still in elementary school, and yet he'd rather read a statute book than a fairy tale. I can't help but worry that his interests will make it hard for him to make friends. Don't say that. He sounds super interesting. He'll make a ton of friends. Me included, I'm sure. I'd like to think you'd be more of a big brother to him than a friend, Eddie. A big brother, huh? Guess I have some growing up to do. Better take it more seriously. Indeed. Start with that in mind. Shall we continue with our investigation? The doors of the castle have been left wide open. Yeah, was the guy born in a barn? You'd have at least closed them behind him. I'd like to see you say that to Von Karma's face, Eddie. Wait, there's a bunch of stuff inside. Let's see. Hold it, kid. If anyone's going to be handling evidence, it'll be me. Cream's going all runny. It's all over the detective's shoes. Why are all these items being stored inside a candy castle? Alright, tell me what you want me to look at first. There's a bunch of blue cloth back there. 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls altogether. They certainly aren't made of candy. No idea what this stuff's for. Almost looks like somebody hid it in there. I think I've seen the fabric of the same colour somewhere else before. You have? I don't recall doing so. 2 big rock crystals, as well as Sanders using the castle's storage. Can I spot something a little more exciting behind these doors? I know. Maybe they're giant uncut gemstones. Maybe the whole thing's based on a story about a castle with a priceless treasure hidden inside. I think I'd treat my priceless treasures with a little more care. There's something going on the bottom of them. Looks like a little stand or something. I was right, they are gemstones. The stands are free so we can put them on display. Whatever they are, it seems they're not a set of large paperweights. Really, all that sausages for that, huh? Don't turn around, don't turn around. If you turn around, you'll eat it. You can't eat the castle. Don't eat the castle. Yes, he's watching his sugar intake. There's a small door on the wall here, just like Mr. Tangadora's room. Here, I'll open it. Temperature normal. Temperature normal. Sorry, I'm fucking falling asleep here. Again. Temperature 68 degrees, light set to green. Didn't Gusto say green needs to be kept at 50 degrees? Temperature in here is too high. That is odd. I wonder why. What is it? Notice anything's not worth a shit. The whipped cream in this room is collapsing because the temperature is too high. It's 68 degrees. My messed up shoes can vouch for that. And yet, when you open the doors of the castle, the handles themselves are just fine. Yeah, they were sturdy and unexpected. Sturdy? Not the way I described the most things made of confectionaries. I think better take another look at those handles, don't you? What the? I think it's safe to say those handles aren't made of candy. Candies. The whole wholesale. Little elves. They're all just plastic balls and whipped cream smeared on top. What? None of this confectionery's art after all? No, it's simply made to look like candy, with the cream having added to that an air of authenticity. Rose out, same as Tangarolas. Anything else strike you as strange? No one can't walk inside the castle. He must have been looking around in there. Who knows? Maybe he had a reason to. And what about Miss Scared? Does she seem suspicious to you? She's hiding something. I'll bet my badge on it. Call it Detective Intuition. Detective Intuition, huh? I have to say I don't disagree. Something's not right here. I think we better hear Miss go inside the story. Ah, there we go. What's the matter? Something weird about the ladder? It's not a ladder, Detective Bad, it's a step ladder. Same difference. Far from it, actually. You'd know if you observed their basic natures more closely. Amazing mystery. I have to remember that for future reference. Well, I've scoured the whole place and spoken to everyone, so... There must be a puzzle piece that needs to go together here somewhere. Blunt object, huh? Maybe. Ah, I didn't think that was. I suppose that was a bit forced. I thought I had something. Let's go back to the beginning. Oh. Man, I don't know. I've turned the whole place over, talked to everyone, presented everyone with everything. Oh, here we go. That's where the crystals will fit. Ah, these pillars, they have hexagonal indentations. Looks like something's supposed to go in there. But whatever they were, they're long gone. Hexagonal indentations, huh? I wonder. Castle's covered in whipped cream, so maybe a giant strawberry. A giant strawberry with a hexagonal bottom? Look, I like strawberries, okay? Can't blame a guy for wishing. I prefer bananas myself. Blueberries for me. Right. The rock crystal stands and the pillars in front of the castle feature the same hexagonal shape. I believe the crystals are meant to be placed on top of the pillars. Yeah, hexagon to hexagon makes perfect sense. If that's the case, why are they being hidden in the castle? The rows of blue cloth and the rock crystals inside the castle. I imagine both must belong to Miss Scone. Miss Scone? What are you using these items inside the castle for?
Oh those? Sorry, Lankin, I'm not allowed to say.
Let me guess. Von Karma?
How do you know? Please don't ask me to tell you. You haven't me guts for guys.
Seems the prosecution really has no intention of sharing anything with the defense. Man, I thought we were onto something with those giant rock crystals, but...
What's that, dearie? You're into my little trinkets?
Your trinkets?
Yes, my sweet. I use them to make people lovely and relaxed.
You use rock crystals and cloths to do that? What are they, Himalayan salt?
I do. It's wonderful. You should see it. They're not just any old rock crystals either. They're great big lumps of...
There you go, they're Himalayan rock salt. Wow, those things are lamps?
That's not even the argument. Those cloths are an even more exciting secret.
She's really opened up the moment. We started talking about her trinkets.
Since you're here, why don't I give you lovely boys a taste of the relaxation magic, eh? Oh, Buddy Bumpkin, can you get it all out and set it up for me?
The name is Bane.
Is that a no? Why are you being so selfish, Buddy Bumpkin?
You, have you finished taking photos of this room yet? Yes, sir, we have, sir. Help Miss Scone here with something, will you? Yes, sir, right away, sir.
Oh, you're a sweetie at heart, aren't you, Buddy B?
That's amazing, Miss Scone. You're going to do exactly what you wanted. Some talent.
Thank you ever so much, Bunnykins, and you, Officer Lovely.
She's even given nicknames to the forensics guys now. I guess it's her way of showing she cares. So what's supposed to be relaxing exactly?
Oh, don't be a sourpuss, baby. The fun's just beginning. Officer Lovely, you can switch it on now.
Yes, ma'am. Ah. Wow, it's beautiful. It is. I wish my son were here to see it.
Isn't it, though? Just wonderful. The four adorable elves of the sweetest little castle made of sweets. That's my thing, you see. I thought we extra lovely to all lit up. Isn't that the nicest thing you ever seen?
One of the elves was a thing a little left out.
This is how it was supposed to look for the contest. I'm glad you lovely boys got to see this at least.
Wait, shouldn't the lamps be lit up too?
Oh, what happened there, I wonder?
Have you better take out the lamp? Have you better take a look at the lamps of the elves one more time?